Hey, hello there, friends. I'm back. Today is March 7th, 2026. I kind of do the standard grizzly bear hibernation thing, and that's kind of where I've been. Just kind of not in the mood. It's dark out, this and that. As you can see, I got my bike out, got a little ride in. I've had it out a couple days, feels pretty good. All right. So during the winter time, I've studied the Bible a little bit, looked at some things, mainly read the book of Revelation and kind of saw what was going on there. It always seems like the world is on the edge of being destroyed and we're vaporized, right? But I was watching some ministers talk about Revelation, and it was kind of an interesting thing. And then I always read the comments. And here's one thing we have to do as Christians. Don't walk on your high horse and dog these people trying to get the word out. That's your problem. You need to start looking at the Bible and just go, what works for you? And that depends on what your faith is, right? A lot of people get mad at me, get mad at their pastors, things of this nature because of their faith, right? So don't, you have to look at yourself, and here's where I'm going with it. Jesus made a lot of promises, okay? God gave us that gift, okay? And what did Jesus say? Hey, I've came to give life and give it more abundantly. Life. He didn't say, hey, I came to give you money and give you more abundantly. All of the Old Testament still plays in, especially when we look at the Ten Commandments, okay? One thing you should always gauge your life by. Am I doing, thou shalt not kill. Pretty easy. Shall not steal. All of these things still should be in your heart. Do the right thing. It seems like we're a nation of do everything for me, and there's no ethical component to it or anything like that. And it's destroying society, okay? So, anyway, when I look at faith, and if you're praying about something, your faith is going to determine what the outcome is. God's there to just guide you right into He'll set everything up for you, but you have to have faith that this will be true. And you can always gauge someone's faith by asking them, hey, what are you praying for? Yeah, well, God never listens to me. Well, that's your faith, right? Your faith is God isn't going to do anything for you. It takes a little bit of work to really get that trust and faith, and it comes from within your heart, okay? There's that, hey, name it and claim it type stuff. Okay, it's the words you speak mean something, but oftentimes it comes from your heart. So when you're making statement, oh, I always get stuck in traffic and everything like this, well, guess what? That's coming from your heart, and that's what your true belief is. And that's why we need to get back into believing in God and what He's done for us, okay? He's delivered us from the snares of the fowler. In fact, His Son overcame the world. Are you living in the world? Okay? So all of these things going on around you, that's living in the world. And when you're making statements or your belief is, hey, my boss has got to give me a raise, so your faith is in your boss who might be evil, you got to just draw into God and then start believing. And then you'll see things in your life that are really incredible. I'm all about that relationship with God because you know what? That's all He wants. That is why He created humanity. He wanted to have this relationship with His children. And He doesn't want to destroy you. That's, hello, Satan, right? Because there's some Christians walk around and just go, hey, we're here to have a miserable life. It's tough, it's difficult, and everything like that. That's not why God created you. That's not why you have a Savior. You have a method of sitting down in prayer and asking these questions. And so here's where I'm going. Many years ago, I didn't have a dime. I was working for peanuts, right? I always had it in my heart I wanted to be a pilot, flight instructor, this and that. And although it took a lot of work, it wasn't easy. But at the same time, it was something I wanted to do. and I took risks, but I knew it was in my heart, and I knew I would get there, okay? Now, I probably held myself back because I didn't rely on God enough. I knew His plan was for me to get there, okay? And I managed to get there, and I had a great career flying for many years. But nothing is impossible to God. But you've got to take the time and ask Him, hey, is this really what I want? What is it really that you want in life? Well, you want joy. You want health. You want to be able to help your neighbors, have a kind and giving heart. And all these things will be given to you if you're just following His guidance, and doors will open and everything like that. That's today's lesson. I hope to be back a little bit more frequently. That's the plan. And you guys have a great day. Thank you.